Guys, welcome back. Hope you all are doing very well. First of all, I would like to thank you guys for 559 subscribers as a recording of this YouTube video. I really do much appreciate it. And remember that if you do enjoy the content, hit the sub button to help me reach that 1K goal. We are really going through these numbers relatively quickly now. I mean, last week we were at 520 something, I think actually a little bit less. So we are really getting through this real quick now, and I really do appreciate it. First of all, let me say happy Monday. I really hope that you guys had a great weekend, and for those of you who celebrated Mother's Day, had a good Mother's Day, or your mom did, or if you're a mom, I hope that you had a good one. But anyways, so let's get into this. So this week we have a few things to check out. It's not the end of mid-month banner yet. That would be next week. I do believe we'll get that next week, so we're just claiming all my stuff here real quick. Got a bunch of bonuses, blah blah blah. I do have a 5-star ticket to open up, a character ticket that I do get every single month for PS Plus membership, so that is kind of cool. Although you really never get anything good out of it. It's very rare that you will actually get something good out of it. Now we do have some banners here. We have a free one. I'm just going to briefly cover this one because you can't really, you don't need to spend orbs on it, but we'll just briefly cover this one. And then we have the Brave Face that's currently in. And then we have this one as well, which is a loyalty summon. Now, the Magic Society is still in, but it will be actually yoinked out of the game in 3 days time. So just remember that. This one is still in, which is kind of meh. And yeah, all that other stuff. So let's real quick just pop this one. See who I get from this. Like I said, really get anything good out of it. Okay, I don't think I have her. Okay, cool. So she's a relatively old character. This was the reworked or redone version of Nozomi, which is kind of cool. She was a really good character to use in raids because I think she had potions and droplets. I can't really remember, but relatively rare character, so I don't mind her too much. And I don't have her, so that is just free soul orbs for me. Nothing here extra I can do. Accessories, I do think I have a 5-star accessory ticket as well. Let's quickly take a peek at that. Oh, I do. I have quite a few actually. As you can see, we are not going to open those. I'll do that in the accessory guide video that I'm going to be doing. So, yeah. First of all, let's check out the free summons. Now, the thing is with this, like I said, I'm not going to cover this intensely because you don't really spend orbs on it. Well, you don't at all. You just pull out of it. So, really good units in this. These are old units, like I said. Orihime's old, Toshio's old. She's still serviceable. Her NAD damage is really high, so she's relatively good. Rangiku, cool. These are all very old units. From here on, it actually gets really good. And Null is decent. Momo is also very decent. She's really decent. These two really cool because they fit a very niche classification. So those are really good. He's kind of okay. She's not good. He's not good. This Orihime, like I said, really, really good as always. Sansan is a good link because she has potions. He's a spot runner. Incredibly good unit, Rangiku there. She's also really good. Mila is kind of not near here or there, but she is a good potion runner. These two can't really speak of because I don't have them, but they're kind of good potion characters as well. She's okay. She's also a spot unit, I think. He's really good for ranged Quincy guild quest. Really good unit. He's kind of just there. There's really much else to say about him. He's just there. This Rukia, extremely good. Really high damage. Really good spot runner. Really good NAD. Like one of the best in the game. Also another potion runner. She's a decent unit as well. Riruka, this one of the most cracked units in the game. She's really strong. Another spot unit, and I think she's also a spot unit. Of course, Okiora here, really good unit to have as well. She's also really good, and then he is one of the better spot units in the game as well. So this is not a bad free pull, although just remember that your RNG is probably going to suck, same as mine, and you'll only get on step 10 a 5-star out of this. So let's see. Watch me get a 5-star out of my first pull. Grimjow, yeah, I don't have him, I think, so that's cool. Okay, cool. So I got 2 new units today. That's awesome. Now this Grimjar, like I said, is good for potion running. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's get into the bread of butter. So I'm gonna go over the Bravefest first. Now the Bravefest, of course, is just one flagship character, and that is the Bravefest unit. And this is Mugetsu, the redone Mugetsu version. He is extremely strong. I do have 1 minus actually max transcendence as well, so really strong, of course. But let's just quickly check out who is in the pool with him. Okay, so the pool units with him is kind of pathetic. For orbs, I don't think this is worth it at all. I'm just gonna say that outright already. These units are, yes, while they're all relatively new, they're all very niche units. Yes, guild quest unit, Spot. He's just kind of there. Another potion unit as well. Why did I put these fellas in? Damn. Okay, this is going to be a short review on this banner. So, I'm going to go over Mugetsu real quick. SP is really low for what it is. It's Mugetsu. I mean, this was basically almost the pinnacle of Ichigo. So, extremely powerful in the anime, of course. I mean, powerful enough to literally one-shot Aizen. A maximum, or almost maximum evolved, fully holified Aizen. Ogyoku empowered. So, the fact that this guy has this low SP really bothers me, but it is what it is. He's still extremely strong. He's a holo killer. His soul trait is team strong attack damage 20%. So that's kind of cool-ish. He has a lot of cooldown reduction on his kit itself, but I don't really like those soul traits. But it is what it is. Then he does have weaken on all his attacks. Splinter plus free and long stride and complete status immunity. He zooms. This is by, I think this is actually the fastest unit in the game, or maybe Soifon is tied to him. But the fact that he has plus 3 sprinter and long stride makes him extremely fast. Then of course team increased song attack damage, that's his soul trait. Then he does have increased song attack damage 50% as well. Reduces cooldown 12%, great stuff. Havoc 20% makes it that his strong attacks are much larger. Sorry, something is scratching my throat, 2 seconds. Apologies for that. Anyways, Frenzy plus 2, which is great, of course. Bombardment plus 1, he can nuke really hard. Increased status element chance against hollows, great stuff. Damage to weakened enemies 40%, kaname. Weekend defense, great stuff because his soul bomb is already plus 1, so that's great. Marauder, heat hidden enemies, and status element spiritual pressure boost 100%. So this is really cool, of course, because the normal one is 80%. So he does have a 100% boost on his SP when he does proc a status element. So I'll quickly just test plan for you guys as usual, but this will be relatively quickly. He is extremely strong. I actually re-rolled my account when they came along with this one. This is also about last year this time. Okay, so let me show you guys his attacks. Actually, let me just quickly kill him. Okay, so he does have a nice normal attack string, really big AoE around him. He's also a melee strong attack unit, by the way. So yeah, really cool visuals, of course. Looks real cool. His first strong attack is a gigantic beam attack. As you can see, everybody is dead. So it is absolutely gigantic. Great stuff. I love it. Second strong attack is a forward dash AoE. As you can see, really big AoE as well. Very nice to use, of course. And then his first strong attack is, as you would expect, screen wide. Really strong. I do have controller drift still. I'll get a new controller soon. So this dude's kit really just slaps real hard. It's a really good kit. And of course, like I said, he is super fast. I mean, that is really quick. So he does bring everything to the table that you would ever need in terms of a unit. Really, he is that strong. Pop these guys like this. Of course, this is not nearly as powerful as it can be. Mine is a lot stronger. So just keep that in mind. But I mean, this is, if you see the units I've test played before, this guy makes it easy, man. Really, he is just that damn strong. And then his soul bomb, of course, will one-shot all these enemies. Without any issues whatsoever. Like any. This guy is incredibly powerful. Really, really strong. But one thing I am going to say, Brave Fist always feels like a trap. Every single Brave Fist I've done, I needed to spin at least, or pull. I call it spins, but I know the proper term for it is pull, I think. I needed to pull at least 5 or 6 times before I got to unit. That is the Brave Fist unit. So just keep that in mind, and also keep in mind that they are going to be throwing the base type of banners our way now before the 10-year anniversary, because they want you to waste your orbs. So I'm not going to recommend this banner, although this Mugetsu is extremely powerful. It is going to cost you too much to even get him. And if you're lucky on your first pull of getting him, you know, that's great, but it's 150 on the first pull, it's not even 50. So keep in mind that, like I said, Brave Fist usually, in my opinion, of course, it's just my opinion, is a trap. And that's not going to change my opinion on it, it's just how it is. So, yeah. But Mugetsu an extremely powerful unit. If you really just don't care about the anniversary for some reason, yeah, definitely worth the pull. But just keep in mind that we're going to be getting mid-month soon, and he is still, this Brave Fist is in until the 26th. So wait until mid-month, I would say, before you pull on this banner if you want to. Then, this banner. Now, I like the Swaphon, I like the Toshiro. Although there's some kinks and hinks here and there, and we'll go over that in a second. But let's quickly check the fillers. Who is also in this banner? Let's see. Okay, Misaki, really good unit. Ishin, phenomenal unit. She's also extremely good. She's very good. These two are really old. He's a great link for your Brave battles. But this Ichigo was meta once upon a time. But once upon a time, I'm talking about 6 years ago. So yeah, he's really old now. And kind of redundant. His attack animations are way too damn long. And he also... Wait, is it his attack animations? I don't think it's that. I think that's actually really quick, sorry. His strong attack cooldowns are extremely long. So you can't really spam abilities with him. But definitely, you know, the rest of the units are really good in this banner. So, yeah. Let's quickly check them out. So we're going to be covering Toshiro first. Then I'll go to Swaphon. And then we'll cover Sajin, because Sajin is a Brave Battle character. So, yeah. So, Toshiro, this is when he was fighting against Chengdu. And Mayuri gave him back his Bankai. But also kind of hollow infused, hence the mask-esque type of thing. Yeah, there you go. He temporarily hollowifies his Bankai to reclaim it for Chengdu. So, yeah. It's that form he has. It's a really powerful form, of course, of him. So, SP, relatively high, 909. Really good. He is a hard tribute character. He's a Stern Ritter and no affiliation killer, which is great, of course. Then he does have a dual soul trait. Strong attack damage 20% and recharge time minus 12%, which is great stuff, of course. He does have ice on all his attacks. Big surprise. It's Toshiro. So, freeze on all his attacks, and he does have an EX move as well, which is really good, by the way. This EX move slaps. Then his innates is Sprinter +1, Havoc 20%, and Sharpshooter. Great stuff, no complaints there. Skills increase strong attack damage 70%. Remember, he does have a 20% on his soul trait, so that is combined 70% on his kit. Devastation 50%, great stuff. Reduced strong attack cooldown 12%, that is his other soul trait. Complete status immunity, great stuff. Frenzy +2, bombardment +1, great. Debilitate at 5 seconds, increased status ailment chance against Quincy and no affiliation. Not against Stern Ritters, against Quincy's. So that broadens the spectrum a lot, which is really good. Team Party increased hard attribute soul to damage to status affected enemies. Basically, it just means that if you are running 3 or 2 hard units and you do inflict a status ailment to them, your other units are also going to get the 40% bonus damage on it, which is kind of cool, but you don't really swap out units like that. It doesn't work like that. Then damage frozen enemies 100%. weaken defense, long stride, and status ailment pressure boost. This guy, when he came out, was said to be the strongest unit in the hard category. And he is still extremely powerful. I don't like his attacks very much, but he is undeniably extremely powerful. So really good, of course, on Toshiro there. Then let's cover Soifon. Soifon is a bit odd, because you don't see units without guard break these days, or without marauder, sharpshooter, you know, those type of things. She doesn't have that, so stick with me. So her SP relatively high. I mean, it is still Soifon. You know, you don't expect Soifon to have high SP because she doesn't have this massive, overwhelming presence. She's kind of a stealthy unit, so I can vibe with that. That's fine by me. I go for low accuracy, which is kind of wrong in a game, but yeah, whatever. She's a human killer plus. This is the second unit we got that was a killer plus. The first one we got was Gremia, I think, last year. So this was actually round 2 of the anniversary, by the way. These units, these 3 units, so just keep that in mind. Strong attack damage minus 40%, strong attack recharge time minus 40%. My apologies. So that's really good. It fits the bill with her being so speedy. Then she has paralysis and weaken on all her attacks except the second one, because that is a boost. And then her EX as well is it's a funny skill. I'll show you guys in a second. But yeah, she has a really good kit. I do enjoy playing with her actually. Then she does have enemy defeated bonuses. So defeat 20 enemies, teammates 20% stamina recovery in between zones. Kind of meh. But she does have a full stamina damage boost, 30% at 40 enemies killed. And then at 60, she gets a strong attack recharge 20%, which is great. So that means in between zones, you're going to be recovering stamina, and your strong attacks will recharge 20% of the total cooldown. Great stuff. However, remember, this is when you defeat 60 enemies. Most content in the game doesn't have 60 enemies in it. So she actually was put in because there was a limit break that came out shortly after. And she was pretty much necessary for that limit break, because it was humans as well. The one stage was humans, so this is why she does have these things. You know, so just keep that in mind. Then her innate sprinter plus 2 long stride, full stamina, reduced strong attack cooldown, 6%. That goes really well with her kit, and since she only needs to kill 20 enemies for the stamina recovery in between zones, that is not as bad and as annoying for me. It still annoys me, but you know what I mean. So increased strong attack damage 60%, devastation 60%, reduced strong attack cooldown 40%. That is on her kit, or on her assault rate rather. Full stamina damage boost 20%, paralysis resistance 100%, havoc 20, frenzy plus 2. That is great. Debilitator 5 seconds, increased status ailment chance against humans. Great stuff. I hate the human faction in this game. They are obscenely annoying. I hate it. Enhancer booster, and then status ailment spiritual pressure boost 80%. Great unit. Absolutely phenomenal unit. She slaps hard. So we'll play with her as well, of course, just to show you guys, but she is really, really good. But as you can see, she has no sharpshooter or marauder, and she doesn't have guard break or hit in enemies. And the reason for that is she's supposed to be extremely fast on her cooldowns, because that's why you normally would break somebody's guard, is by using your strong attacks. And that is exactly why she doesn't have it, because she has everything else that goes for recharge times, etc, etc. So yeah, that's actually, it works well with a kit. It kind of fits the bill. And then unfortunately we're going to need to cover Sajin, and Sajin is your general run of the mill, just I am a Brave Battles character. But he does have some interesting things that makes him a little bit more viable even for normal gameplay. So attack really high, great stuff. Sternritter, Captain Killer, that is really cool, because at that point in time the most meta units were in fact Sternritters and Captains, which is cool. Then assault rate damage taken minus 21%, exactly what you want from a Brave Battle unit. Now he doesn't have any status elements, because that would be silly to have. I don't know why, but it just would. So yeah, innate sprinter plus 1, paralysis resistance 100%, and marauder. That is why he's a little bit more viable in normal gameplay, because he does have Marauder. Then Brave Battle only persistence. Remember, there's a unit called Mila Rose, and she has Persistence Breaker. So yeah. Anyways, decreased damage taken 21%. That is his soul trait, of course. Half stamina, increased normal attack damage 60%, and decreased damage taken 50%. Great stuff. Brave Battles block heart and mind attribute boosts and debuffs. So in other words, if you do have a enemy that is on heart or mind, he will then just straight up block their boosts and debuffs that they can inflict, which is cool, of course. Prevent last ditch survival. Ignore Brave Battle invincibility. Brave Battle invincibility 10 seconds. Long reach 20%. Great stuff. Flurry plus free. So that is why he's also a little bit more viable for normal gameplay, because he just has Flurry plus free built in on his kit. It isn't a +2 and then a +3 for the first 10 seconds of Brave Battles. Poison Pest Barrier. So, really good unit. However, once again, I am not going to recommend him because he is going to get bodied by Mila Rose. Basically, the meta team right now would be Askin, Orihime, and Mila Rose. And the reason for Askin and Orihime is because they are both ranged and they both have persistence. Ranged is, of course, a gigantic bonus because you can really hurt your enemies in the first few seconds of the game without even getting hit yourself. So that would be the meta team, would be Orihime, Askin, and Mila. So I'm not going to recommend that you guys pull for him alone. But he's still a cool unit to have. Of course, I mean, this is his human form. I don't think we're ever going to get a different variant of him in the game. That's just my opinion, or a different version of his human form. This is my own prediction of it, but yeah. So let's quickly test play Toshiro. But definitely, so far out of the two banners, I'm going to say ignore the Brave Fist. And if you really want to pull on a banner, this is the one. So, his normal attacks, all ranged, of course. He is a strong attack, ranged strong attack unit. Great stuff, you know, it's a very normal string, nothing too spectacular there. Then his first strong attack is a beam, which of course I love. It doesn't have the massive range of when he gets his beam, but it is still serviceable. It does have quite a bit of range actually, so that is really cool. And really fast attack animation as well, and fast cooldown. His second strong attack, a pull-in vortex type thing, and then an explosion, similar to White's strong attack, so really cool as well. Then his first strong attack, of course, screen wide as you would expect. I'll pop my EX move on this next one. Yeah. So his EX does a AoE around him, and then a lingering AoE, as you can see, which is really, really good. Why? Well, because this is just a normal unit. It doesn't have any guild battle buffs, guild quest buffs. But that EX move is absolutely killer in guild quest because of the fact that it just keeps on stunning, and freezing. It's really, really good. Of course, we're just gonna finish up the stage here real quick. Like I said, this Toshiro is extremely powerful. Really good unit to have. Only thing I would like to see is a way to reduce your EX move cooldown, because you know it's on a 1 minute cooldown and you can't really change that. And then here's Soul Bomb will one shot everybody. Boom, go. Really, really powerful unit. Definitely, if you guys have the orbs and want to pull on a banner right now, like as in today, then this would not be a bad banner to pull on. This banner does get removed again on the 18th, which is unfortunate, but we should be getting the mid-month banner reveal soonish, like in the next couple days, like 4 days maybe, 4 or 5 days. So yeah, but definitely this banner, the loyalty summons, is 100% more worth it to pull down on the Brave Face, so just keep that in mind. Let's quickly hop over to Sajin. Now Sajin is going to be extremely boring to test play because he has pretty basic attack animations. I think I have covered Sajin in the past. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have covered him recently, but we'll cover him again anyways. So his normal attack string, of course, Really cool. Has a massive hand coming down from his Bankai, so that's kind of cool. Then is first strong attack, just a stomp from his Bankai. Second strong attack is a Self Vortex, similar to his... Oh wait, hang on. We covered the Beyond Bankai Sajin. Yeah, okay, never mind. So his second strong attack is very similar to the other one, and that it is a Self Vortex, which is cool. First strong attack, just an AoE smash around him, nothing too innovative there. And then his normal attack string just does normal work. You know, it's exactly what you would expect from a NAD. Just smacking the enemies. A real glamour here. I'm trying to actually stay alive because these units do not have the best survivability without, you know, chappies on and stuff like that. You need to really get up close to the enemies to do anything. Makes you realize how strong units are that are actually strong attack based. Stomp again. Do the smash. I'll pop my Self Vortex for the next couple of enemies here. These units are annoying. There we go. Easy. And then another stomp just to finish off these guys. Now his special move is not gonna one-shot these guys, but I'll do it regardless just to show you guys. Unless maybe he surprises us, I don't know. Poor Bambi got smacked hard. Do a stomp, do another stomp, do a Self Vortex so he can't get up anymore, and then we'll just kill him. So, yeah, that's pretty much his kit. It's a Brave Battles kit. It's not extremely innovative, it's not extremely flashy, it is just there. It's meant to be extremely quick attack animations for Brave Battles, so just keep that in mind. Now, Sophon, she is actually really good. I love playing with her. Really, really good unit. Okay, so normal attack string. Really cool. Nice visuals to it. Her first strong attack is a bunch of kicks and a forward like dash almost, which is really cool. It's really fast cooldown as well as key. I can do it again. Very nice. Her third strong attack is screen wide, as you would expect, which is great, of course. So we'll just do this first strong attack thing. Tap, tap, everybody's dead. Then a boost, a second strong attack, in other words, a boost attack is a massive like beam vortex thing she fires. That's like exclusive to Shunko type thing, and everybody's just dead. It's very silly. It's very cool. But now she has a self boost as well. So really cool. I don't want to get hit. I want to retain my bonuses. So let's not get hit by anything. Well, where did he go? I kicked him into oblivion. Only Al did. Come back. There we go. Go. And I got slowed. Okay, there we go. Anyways, now I'm gonna boost myself again with a second strong attack. I'm gonna do an EX move. Look at the EX move. This is really silly. It's basically just a massive dash, and she just attacks everything in like line with the dash. It's really cool, but it's also really silly, and I love it. It's very weird, but yeah, it's still very cool to do. And now for her special, which should one-shot all these enemies. Yes, it did. Poor BG9 got owned. But yeah, so she's a really good and fun unit to use. I mean, normally I wouldn't use units that don't have stuff like Guard Break on or Marauder, you know, those type of things, because they're all really quality of life stuff, but she just does it well. This Soifun is a really well-made variant of her. It embodies Soifun perfectly, I think. So that is why I like the unit. It embodies her so well. But yeah. So just a quick recap on the current banners of the game. Of course, Magic Society is still going to be in for another few days. It's worth it to pull on this, but this one is also extremely good to pull because of the fillers that are in here as well. You have Masaki, which is really strong on power, and you also have Ishin. Ishin is one of those units that are just exceptionally powerful all the time because he does have I think it's Berserker, 100% bonus eventually. So he just gets 100% bonus damage, and he has a Vortex as well. It's just insane. He's an extremely strong unit to have as long as hopefully you get lucky and get him while you're pulling for Soifun and Toshiro. And maybe Sajin, maybe you want Sajin as well, but definitely out of these two banners, do not pull on this one. If you really want to pull on a banner this week, this one is it. Definitely, this is a really good banner. I cannot even water it down. It's really good. Of course, these are still in, but I mean, this Toshiro pales in comparison to this one. It really, it's kind of nutty how strong they are. I hope that you all have a wonderful Monday, and I will see you all again in the next video. Have a good one, and peace out.